Hello friends, and welcome to the first boot room of this Ipswich town season. Myself, Mark Heath, Stuart Watson, sat here sitting pretty at Portman Road ahead of the big kick-offs due. Bolton Wanderers will be in here on Saturday in front of 26,000 plus here in Suffolk. How are you feeling going into this one?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Prefer recording this sat here than in our spare bedrooms. I think normal service might be resumed in a few weeks' time, but yeah, we're here at Portman Road. It's a hive of activity. Stadium's looking great. Had pre-season, let's bring on the real stuff now.
And it's a decent test, isn't it? Bolton at home, opening day. Bolton, a lot of people tipping Bolton to do well this season.
Yes, got a lot of their business done in January. Very settled squad, finished 9th last season. Manager Ian Evans got a couple of promotions under his belt already. Anyone who's listened to our pre-season podcast has heard me stick them in the top two for predictions. So this is a tough old start for Ipswich, and we've got MK Dons and Barnsley to come here inside the opening months. So chance to lay down a real marker.
Absolutely. Now, Stu, the big question, of course, is who starts? Who trots out here at Portman Road in the starting 11 on opening day? There have been 6 signings over the course of the summer. Many of those will be in contention. Who are you going to put into your starting 11?
Yeah, excuse the banging. There's a lot of work going on here still at Portman Road. I think most of this team is pretty easy to predict at this stage. I think it will be the majority of the team that started the 1-1 draw at Millwall last weekend. Bolton in goal, that usual back three of Donasian, Wolfenden, and a fit again George Edmondson. Burns on the right, Morsey, obviously, and Lee Evans alongside him, because Dominic Balls missed the last couple with a little knock, so you would assume he won't be going into the team straight away. I think Leif Davis might go straight into the team. He's been involved with Leeds in pre-season, only got back from that tour last Sunday, but I can see him going straight in, you know. So him on the left, that would be interesting. We know Freddie Ladapo will be the central striker. 3 goals in pre-season for him. And then the big question mark is who are the 2 10s that play in behind him? I'll go with Harness and Chaplin, but I tell you what, John Jules and Aluko are really pushing hard. They were good off the bench at Millwall. They were good here against Southend on Tuesday night. So that's a tough area of the team to call. I'm sure that's one that's sort of troubling McKenna the most, I would say, going into this game.
And talk to me about subs. Obviously, you can make 5 subs this season, a massive advantage for teams like Ipswich Town with their depth. Who can you see coming off the bench and making an impact?
Those players that I mentioned in the Millwall game last weekend at the Den, Kyle Edwards, Tyrese John Jules, Sonny Aluko and Caden Jackson all came on. And Ipswich suddenly looked a lot more pacey, dynamic, direct. They all started this game against Southend on Tuesday night, and again the first half was everything that I just mentioned there. Those are the qualities that Kieran McKenna wants from this Ipswich Town team, to be athletic and technical and on the front foot. So there'll be times where Ipswich, as we saw last season, have lots of possession. There'll be stubborn opposition that park the bus, maybe a bit of time wasting, maybe the crowd start to get a little bit edgy. And now Kieran McKenna's going to have the option to turn to his bench and maybe make a triple substitution on the hour mark and just give a boost to that intensity. I think that could make a real difference for Ipswich this season.
And talk to me about Bolton. Obviously, last time Bolton were here, it was a very difficult watch. 5-2 they won. Dapo Afolayan ripped Town apart that day. How are you feeling about Bolton, and who do you fear when you look at that side? Afolayan is the obvious one, clearly, given what he did here before.
He is, yeah. He's got to be seen as a danger man. They've got Charles up front, who I think's a decent striker as well. Score to settle with Bolton, isn't there? So you mentioned that 5-2. Tough game to start this for Ipswich Town, but I think I would prefer it that way. Then obviously we saw last year with Morecambe having come up, and I think it becomes the sort of inverted commas cup final for a team like that who've never played at a ground like Portman Road in front of a big crowd like that. Everything to gain, nothing to lose. I think that's a dangerous combination sometimes. So I think I'd rather Ipswich be starting with a game like Bolton.
And just before we get to a prediction, which is obviously what you're waiting for, we're going to go to a quick cutaway to key stats. Right then, Stu, prediction time. How are Town going to start this League One season in this beautiful stadium, watching from these beautiful seats with everything else that's been upgraded? What's the score going to be? They're going to win.
He's teed me up, hasn't he? I think it might be a draw, Mark.
Oh.
I'm sorry to dampen it all down after all of that. We've had all this chat, but I do think Bolton are a good team, and I think it might be 1-1.
Absolute nonsense. Town are going to win 3-1. Enjoy the game. Follow it with us all across online and socials, and we will see you again next time.